What up guys, welcome back to the channel, Digital Slang. Today, the Moment 5C 4K action camera from Vantop. Budget friendly action camera. This thing is only $80 on sale right now on their website. Normally $100, it's $20 off right now. So $80 for a 4K 60 FPS action camera. So we're gonna check it out. We're gonna take a look at all the accessories. You can see on the table, lots and lots of accessories. You're not going to find this on, say, GoPro. They're not going to supply all these right out of the box, especially at this price. You're going to have to buy all of this stuff separately. So you're going to spend a few $100 on, say, the GoPro and a couple $100 more on accessories. Vantop does provide it right away. You're not going to need anything else. It also comes with a waterproof case on here, up to 100 feet in water. This thing is completely waterproof as long as you are using it in the case provided. It also has a 170-degree ultra wide angle camera where you can just take some really fantastic looking photos on here. So look, lots and lots to talk about with this. We're gonna go over all the accessories, check them out really quick, and we're gonna jump in. We'll take a look at the actual action camera, the waterproof case that it came with, and then we'll take some footage, we'll take some photos, some video, time lapse, all of the good stuff so you guys can check it out for yourselves. But let's jump in, take a look. Again, this is the actual action camera here with the waterproof case on here. It is on a mount. And again, tons of mounts on here. Let's take a look. So they do provide a bunch of stuff, right? We get the wrist strap here, and it is just a Velcro strap. You don't have to use it on your wrist. You can strap it to anything. And we also get this here, has 2 slots for your batteries. They do provide you right away with 2 different batteries, so you don't have to worry about just having one. Micro USB to charge, and we also get a remote control. So look, lots and lots of good stuff already. 2 batteries, the charging cable, and a remote control, so you don't have to worry about having the camera next to you if you just want to shoot and do some fun stuff. So lots of mounts on here. They have mounts for a helmet. If you're into like paintball or airsoft, you can mount this to a helmet. They do have a bicycle mount right here. You can mount this to a bike. It's got a clamp on it. You can mount it to a tripod. There's a few different accessories in here for a tripod mount. They do have angled mounts in here, clip mounts, so you can clip it on, all kinds of stuff. More Velcro in here. They also provide a metal safety cable in here with a couple different zip ties, a cleaning cloth, and some stickers where you can attach it to something with a sticker. And again, tons and tons of mounts. You're not going to find another action camera that provides all of these mounts. Again, here is another mount for a tripod here. Some smaller mounts, another tripod mount, some angled mounts. This will be, I believe this is part of the waterproof case. We'll check it out once we open it. And another tripod mount here with some self-adhesive stickers on the bottom. So again, lots of options. Very cool. The Vantop Moment 5C. Let's take a look at the actual camera. If we can get it out, it pops off. And again, this is a mount on here as well. So it's just, this is kind of like for show, right? This is how they want to show it off. First impression is everything. So like on a store shelf, this is what it would look like. But this mount on here, I mean, I would suggest saving it. You never know what you're going to need it for. So I would absolutely save this mount. There is a rubber piece on here. Let me try and get this off. So this rubber piece got to come off. We unscrew it and take it off. So this is the waterproof case on here, and to open it, take that out. It should pop open from the back, and then this will pop out. We'll take a look at the waterproof case first. This does have the actual buttons that coincide with the buttons on the actual action camera. And this thing is tiny. Look how tiny this thing is. These things are so cool. Again, on here, there's also a mount for another tripod. So plenty of mounts, plenty of options. and that's good for an action camera. You want options. So again, we do have a small lens hood on here, but don't expect that to do much. It's kind of there for show. It's not going to really do anything. And these buttons on here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons on here. Again, that will coincide with your buttons on your action camera. And again, waterproof up to 100 feet. Very cool that they provide this right out of the box. So let's look at the actual Vantop Moment 5C 4K camera. This thing is tiny and I dig it. There is some plastic covering and protecting the lens. Let's take that off. Again, 20 megapixel shooter on the lens. This button here, this is your power button, and it's basically your multifunction button. This is going to allow you to get into the menu, turn it on and off. 4K Moment 5C from Vantop with their branding on the side. These two buttons here, this will allow you to scroll through the menu up and down. On the bottom here, we do have some threads. This will allow you to put it on a tripod. And this right here opens. This is where you will put your battery. And if we close that, on the back, we do have a 2-inch touchscreen display on the back. So very cool. Everything is touchscreen, but you can scroll up and down with these as well. And on the sides here, we have a slot. This is for your micro SD card, so you can record your footage. We have an HD out, so you can connect it. And we do have the port to charge. So very cool. Let's see if there's any juice. Let's throw a battery in it and see if we can turn it on. So the battery just goes in there. This slides shut. Again, this is your power button on the front. So if we just power it on, do get a little beep. No SD card in here. 4K 60, you can see it's already preset to 4K 60. And again, these are your buttons to go up and down, and touchscreen on the back. So video resolution. We'll go through all of the menu options and see what's available. 4K 60, 4K 30, 2.7K 30, 1080p 120, so 1080p 120 frames per second, so really good slow motion there if you want to play around a little bit. 1080p at 60, 1080p at 30, and we also have 720 at 240 FPS, 720 120, 720 60, so lots and lots of options when you are shooting. Again, 4K 60. We'll go back. This is your back button. You can also voice record on here. We'll leave that on. Your EV, let's see what's in there. You can adjust that setting if you would like. We also have your image stabilization. We'll make sure that is on. We do want that on at all times. You can loop record, time-lapse interval. You can adjust the time for your time-lapse, off 1 second, 3 seconds, have it shoot a different picture every few seconds, and I'm sure there's a bunch of options in here for that. 5, 10, 30 seconds, and I will be doing some test footage of the time-lapse to check that out. Let's see what else we have. You can adjust your white balance, your sounds. Let's see what's in sounds. Boot up. So different beeps depending on when you want the sounds to happen. You can adjust your white balance. You have some kind of effects in here, black and white, neutral, all kinds of different effects. You can adjust your contrast and your brightness. You can make it warm or give it a more cool look, black and white. So lots of settings, and not bad, right? At this price time, adjust your date and time, of course. Your distortion calibration, screensavers, auto power. You can have it shut down automatically so you can save on some battery. You can turn power on, auto record. That means when you turn the power on, it's just going to start recording, and I'm just going to leave that off for now. Your USB output settings, your language. You can also, this is where you will format your card in here once you put your SD card in here. And look, overall very cool, lots of options. This is your play button up here where you can change it from camera to audio, as well as your trash, and then your back button. So lots of options on here. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get some footage. I'll take some pics, I'll do a time lapse, and we'll take some 4K 60, 4K 30. We'll try 1080p at 120, and we'll slow it down to see what kind of slow motion we can get on here. But let's check it out. So enjoy the footage. guys, the Moment 5C, that's some of the footage that I was able to get. Now, all that footage is unedited, raw, no color correction, nothing edited in post, straight out of the camera just like that. Now, you can adjust it in the camera too. You can adjust the brightness, the contrast, some color correction you can do before you shoot with your action cam. But I didn't do any of that. I just wanted to get it straight from the box. That's how it looks. And today is very overcast here in Jersey, so not a lot of sunlight, as you can probably tell from some of the video, but 4K 60, 4K 30. It does shoot 1080p up to 120, 720p up to 120 as well. There is a dedicated slow motion mode and fast mode in the camera, ready to go. So very cool, lots of options. And to give you a little camera or a little size comparison to the GoPro, you can see here the GoPro, a little bulkier, a little thicker, not much difference. Same LCD touchscreen on the back, 2-inch touch display. So overall, not bad. Look, 80 bucks, a couple $100. Is it worth the price difference? I don't know, but this is legit for the price. I do have a video coming up on the GoPro 7 to see if it's still worth it in 2020. But for now, the Vantop, the Moment 5C, 80 bucks. I'll drop the link below, guys. I hope everyone is staying safe, having a good weekend. I'll be back soon, man. Peace.